Hey there folks, and welcome back to the server. We've got a lot of work to do, a lot of work cut out for us because, well, we have a ship to rebuild and a faction to rebuild for that matter. Actually, in between last episode, we actually did strike a peace treaty because, well, we kind of obliterated both of ourselves in the passion of the moment, I guess you could say. It looks like my friendly spacers saying hi. And we have been making some decent progress. This is the flaming hulk of the Kingpin, well, prototype. We are going to be building the Mark I over here. This is the station we're going to be building it at. We're using, well, it looks like he's got an awesome setup going, which looks like it's a rotor with welders, and this is the Mark I of the Kingpin that we're making. Right now it's oriented with this being the bottom, that being the top, and we are using a projector in there to run it. Looks like he took out the window for ease of access, but I think he's going to give us a demonstration, possibly. So that's how it should work, and I'm guessing there's going to be a piston. Yep, there's a piston right there that will be able to get extended. Okay, so that's an interesting idea. I like it. However, for this, I think we're going to need some resources. I'm guessing, yeah, there's not too much in here. Yeah, there's almost, well, I shouldn't say there's nothing, but we could certainly get some more. I'm going to go see what we need in terms of mining. We do have a mining ship that I have built. This is his creation. This one is mine. You can always tell mine because they're pretty ugly, but it's a workhorse. It works, and it's actually kind of what I wanted to build before it got absolutely nuked. So if we look over here, this is actually a revision on the design that I had made. There is one space open here, and inside we have an actual pressurized section in here with a gravity generator. It looks like it's been turned off, but you can go on extended mining trips with this. You have a bed, air, survival kit, everything that you need. So one thing that I think we're going to do is we're going to find what resources we need, and then we're going to go mine some, because I know this vicinity has most of the resources that we need. Looks like the welder design is not quite up to snuff, as it looks like it's trying to rotate into some things that it's already constructed, which I could definitely see being a design flaw in that style welder. Usually what I like to do is just have an array of welders and then have it go up. But let's see if I can't help matters. Nope. I don't have anything on me, but I'm going to go see if I can do some welding. Not some welding. I'm going to go see if I can do some mining. So, as I had stated before, let's see what we need. We have plenty of nickel, silicon, gold, or silver, silicon, gravel, plenty of cobalt, more than enough. We actually have good amount of nickel. Iron, we have some. Honestly, that's not a lot. We have some gold. So what we could use is some platinum, if we can find it. And we have a decent amount of uranium. So platinum, I think we don't have any magnesium either. Platinum, magnesium, and iron. So I'm going to go mining for that. I do believe I know where we have at least some iron, and then we get to break out this bad boy and take it for a test drive. Alright, let's head on out. Let's see here. I believe the iron is on the other side of this asteroid. Okay, he's saying gold. I'm gonna gather some iron and then some gold. Alright, let's go grab some. head in first person. One thing that I neglected to put in here, well, I had in here, I should say, is there was an ore detector in here. However, I had to remove it due to where it was located. It was causing issues. So we're going to probably want to put an ore detector back on this thing eventually. But we know where all the resources are for now until we mine them out. And the Kingpin is going to require a significant amount of resources, I think. It's definitely going to be up there in one of the bigger builds that we've ever done. But with the help of our friends, it shouldn't take too terribly long. And yeah, this ship gets a little bit sluggish when she's all full of resources. But it still does move. Alright, we're getting close. One thing that this ship has that I really like, that I wish I put on more ships, is a backup camera. You never know how awesome they are until you have one. And you never know how much you miss one until you don't have one. And this one does have a backup camera, so it makes maneuvering actually quite a lot easier, or rather, it makes docking a whole lot easier. So, let's go here, and that's pretty close. Let's rotate it a bit. We're going to go a little bit to this side. And it is about 2 blocks off, so I think we'll want to be right about here, if I'm not mistaken. It's the camera is about 2 blocks off from where the connector is, so this should be accurate. Let's double check. Yep, looks like we're just about on the money there. Almost. Ooh, might even be yellow. Almost. Alright, let's connect that up. Let's go into here, and it looks like everything's getting pulled away. Yeah, there's still plenty of stuff to be... Oh, we have plenty of iron. What's our refineries doing right now? Oh, our refineries are making iron. Okay, perfect. So let's hide our empties. Let's put our large amount of iron in our cargo container, if we can find one that's empty. Small cargo container, large cargo container. That's all full with... Oh wait, we have plenty of iron. I didn't see that there. 101,000. Yep. Large cargo container. Here, we'll throw that in there. We should really just get rid of some of this stone, I think. I'm going to quick clean some of this up, and I'll be right back. Alright, so it comes to my attention that we are fresh out of storage space of everything that we have, so we're going to be building some large storage containers. Like, literally everything that we have is completely chocked full. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for our cargo containers. We're going to grab our interior plate, which I can't grab from here because we're in the cockpit, but we'll be able to do that from out here. Oop. And what else? Okay, yes, so the interior plate, we're going to be able to grab all this from out here. So let's look for that sweet, delicious interior plate, metal grids. Some of those, we don't need 209. Let's put another 150 of those back. We don't need that many of that, but that'll be fine. We'll grab some more steel plate, or whoa, a lot. That's too many. We're going to do 150 of those. Some steel tubes, some motors. Honestly, I don't even think we need motors. What do we actually need for the cargo? Whoops, that's not how you spell cargo. Large cargo container. Interior plate construction components. Well, we do need some motors, displays, computers. Okay. So I think we have too much of the interior plate. A display. Do we have any displays anywhere? We do. A singular display. Perfect. And let's find a place to put this thing. If I recall correctly, there might be space underneath the base. This is where we hide the things we don't like to show people. Yeah, there might be some room. There we go. It's not pretty, but it will do. And we have absolutely everything we need to build it. And now we can finally get rid of some of that stuff inside of our mining ship, and we can go mining the gold that is required. I think that's the one thing that we need from what Nemesis said. So we'll quick go do that. Let's hide the empties and finally get rid of everything. Alright, well, we've moved everything that we can out, but one thing that I'd like to do is start getting some production going for some of the things that we'll need, such as construction components. So we might as well do them by the 1,000. I think Assembler 1 has plenty of silicon, so we'll do plenty of computers. And it looks like because there's so much other stuff in its inventory, it doesn't have any iron. So we'll have to take a look at that. Looks like this is all chocker blocked right now, and we'll have to get that free and flowing. So Assembler 1 has stuff in it. Assembler 2 does not. Assembler 3 is all full of nickel. And Assembler 4... So why, oh why, can Assembler 1... Okay, Assembler 4 is full of nickel too. Let's grab some of that. Let's take 1,000 nickel, however much we can fit. And then that ought to allow it to grab some of the other components like iron that are necessary for that. Perfect. And now we can, I don't know, hold on to some nickel. There might be some room in a cargo container somewhere. Yeah, there's not those cargo containers. This one, there's some room. We don't need that. We don't need this. I'm actually going to go and organize stuff, and I'll be right back. Alright, well, we're at least more organized, and we have all of the cargo containers on the mining ship finally empty. We organized the cargo containers into, well, things that have components, things that have raw ore. So these are the raw ore that is yet to be refined by the refinery, and then we have our raw ore that cannot yet fit in our assemblers. And we have a mind-numbing amount of iron, so that's good. No need for that. Over 1,000 kilos, so over 1.6 million kilos of iron, which is good. And cobalt is about 250,000 kilos of that, which is good because for our heavy armor, we're going to need plenty of grids. Silicon wafers, we have a decent amount of. Nickel, we have more than enough. And we are relatively low on silver, gold, and, well, platinum has yet to be refined, but we have platinum. So silver and gold, and honestly uranium too, because let's look at our uranium. Although we have some in our reactors, we really don't have a large amount of that. And I know we do have uranium nearby. So let's go grab some uranium. I think we might have to take out our drill to figure out what is uranium on this. But I actually believe the vast bulk of this is uranium. If I get close enough, I can actually stay inside my ship and it'll figure it out for me. Oh, well, we hit it. Let's see what's in here. Did we gather anything? Okay, so that is uranium. Let's see. Yep, that's uranium. Perfect. That's what I thought. So let's go mining. The nice thing about this ship is it can make tunnels and burrow, which is great if you want to make holes in asteroids, or if you want to make your own base hidden in a mountain or something like that. It's great for that too. But for mining, it's also really good because you don't have to keep on making separate passes. I know we will hit stone eventually, but this is a relatively large deposit. Actually, I believe we got stone. Yeah, we already mined through the uranium and are eating up stone. And the last thing we need is more gravel, that's for sure. So one thing that I would like to find is silver. Out of all the things that we have, silver is actually the least next to uranium. It looks like I can see Nemesis over there working his magic, getting his little contraption to work. Let's grab some gold while we're at it. There we go. And now we just need the silver, and I think that's silver over there. Could be mistaken. That's either silver or silicon, but I'm willing to bet that that's silver. Oh, I see some rocks flying away. I think that's silver. Let's grab some of that. And then I think we might be able to help Nemesis start building the base. One thing that I would like to do is, although his contraption is nice, I would like a welder ship. Because I foresee issues with that in the future. It's a cool plan, and I know it does work if you do it right, but I do foresee that we will at least need a welder ship. Alright, let's head back to base. Alright, all ready to lock up. So let's do that. And one thing that I didn't realize is that was not silver that we were mining. It's platinum. So we actually got a decent amount of platinum from that. So let's hide the empties, look at our cargo containers, and put this in the respective cargo containers. And how come we don't have access to that? I don't think I connected my grids properly. That's an issue. Well, I will have to address that, but in the meantime, let's just find a place to put this. There is a large cargo container somewhere. Actually, let me double check to make sure that I have room. Yep, I have room over here. Looks like the two are separated from each other. Interesting. Oh, I bet I know what's happening is Nemesis has a ship that's connected as well. And that's where a lot of the stuff's going. And that's a lot of what we're seeing as well. And it looks like we're getting some uranium refined. Might as well refine a bunch more. And then we do have a little bit of stone as well, which we'll just place in that cargo container as well. And I think that's what we're going to do for now. Looks like we have some steel in our connector. Let's throw that in a cargo container somewhere. Probably this one ought to be fine. Yeah, there's more steel in there anyways. All right, let's disconnect and see what else we can do. Uh-oh. Looks like we may have ripped a hole in our ship when mining. Pay no attention to the hole in the ship. I swear I didn't do it. Yeah, there's only... I think we actually are missing a reactor. There used to be a reactor here. Whoops. I'm going to go fix that real quick. Alright, it's even better than before. It's all shiny now. But, alright, let's take a look and see what else we can do on the Kingpin. Oh, actually, it looks like he's made some progress, but mostly by hand. He's taken off the welders. Let's see here. We need bunch of superconductors, reactor components, and stuff for the reactor. However, what I'm actually going to do is, well, this reactor is leaking, so I'm just gonna... oh, well, there's almost nothing left. Never mind. Well, we'll just grind this away. And grab the uranium ingots, put them in the cargo container. I think we had some... oh wow, we have a lot of uranium ingots in there. Not running out anytime soon, but that's what you have. That's what happens when you have a plethora of uranium. All right, let's actually just get grinding away in this, because, well, there's no reason to have a lot of this, and our inventory's full. So let's... oh, a bunch of scrap metal. Could have predicted that. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to start scrapping the inside of this, and cue the montage. Alright, and we're back, and the engineering section is a lot more vacant in here. There's still a lot of stuff we need to grind. In fact, we definitely will need a grinding ship to completely salvage this. However, we have lots of stuff right now. In fact, let's take a look at our cargo containers. We have all sorts of goodies. In fact, there's lots of uranium we ought to take with us. I took the reactor components that we had in here, because we're going to need them for the reactor that is in our new Kingpin that we're going to be making over here. And yes, as you can see, this is Nemesis's ship. It's quite a different design from what I usually make. It's certainly interesting. I like it. It's got some charm to it. Definitely a warship. Plenty of Gatling turrets, missile turrets, interior turrets, and on the other side the same thing. And this is a special surprise, which I'm not going to spoil. And we have just finished up our large reactor built by Nemesis. Thank you, good sir. And I'm going to have to be welding some of this up. One of the things that this particular ship has that the other Kingpin did not is a gravity drive. But we'll get to that in due time. Let's see what we need to finish some of this stuff up. We have conveyor junctions, so we're going to need small steel tubes. Small steel tubes, large steel tubes, construction components. Alright, you know what? I really do think that we're going to have to get a welding ship. Alright, let's go and begin work on our new welding ship. However, I think this is actually a good place to end it. Next episode, we're going to have a welding ship, and we're going to begin work in earnest on our new Kingpin.